Early morning here at Fort Pierce, the marina filled with the smell of cooking sausage.
Smells good in here.
The captain was making breakfast, and soon, the marina filled with the sounds of us preparing to leave. This wasn't going to be a shakedown trip, so all the lines came with us. This was the real deal. We weren't meaning to come back. At least, we hoped we wouldn't have to. If all went well, this would be a one-way trip.
Just like that.
Mike's boat had spent almost a year on G-Dock in that first little slip, and now it was time to move on, as all boats should. Bye-bye, G1. Just like last time when Mike and I took a long journey on this boat, the weather was very favorable. And even though it was the beginning of hurricane season, the window for our trip looked perfect. And we got many vistas along the way. This was Fort Pierce Inlet. When the wind is bad, it can be an ugly place. But for us today, it was our beautiful road to the open water. Clear skies and flat water sometimes can make for a boring trip. Hours of this went by of us just minding the wheel and heading down the East Coast. And again, the vistas were breathtaking. The Atlantic Ocean sure can be beautiful. And the fishing, of course, can be pretty awesome too. We trolled the topwater plug behind the boat. I just let it go out a real long ways, and we pulled it behind us at about 8 or 10 knots. This definitely was good times. This line right here designates a reef. Looks like we're coming up on it. It's getting shallower. I can see features on the bottom. How crazy.
Okay, Marty.
Mike doesn't believe me. It's 32 feet deep. There's a rock on the bottom. This looked like a really fishy spot. Woo, look at that. And as soon as we went over the reef, what is that? Yep. It did not disappoint. Oh man.
This is the way we roll around here. Go ahead and do some, what is it?
Yeah.
Knife right there on top.
Put him out of his misery.
Yep. He's dinner.
It should be in his brain.
Yep.
Look at them teeth.
Wow. Yep. Feel like he went dead. All right, we'll let him sit for a minute. Flame him up, put him in the cooler.
A friend of mine asked my FWC guy about catching fish while you're out and about. They said the best thing to do is don't throw away the carcass. You can pull the fillet off of it, but keep the carcass so that they can measure from head to tail. This way, you know, if you have to argue that yes, the fish was big enough,
Yeah.
you at least have proof. Because you're supposed to keep them intact.
Yep, and it'd be easy to take the fillet off.
Yeah. So we might want to do that until we eat it. Let's just keep the carcass.
Yep.
This is Port St. Lucie Inlet. We're about to head into Florida. Everything south of here is actually an island. South of this point, Florida is an island. You didn't know that, right? It's surrounded by water. Actually, the water goes all the way across to the west coast. And that's where we're gonna go. Through here, through Okeechobee, and onward. So we say goodbye to this ocean. I'll see you again someday. Tide's going out pretty fierce over here. And we're now down to one motor. Starboard motor just quit on us. Coughed a little bit and then just quit working. You can see we're still underway because we got two motors. We'll find a place up here to anchor up and figure out what's wrong. Doing more pleasure boating, I see.
All I say is this is why you better know how to work on your stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Because this stuff happens almost all the time. Instead of us having to be freaked out or whatever, we're just gonna change the coil.
Piece of cake. It's always a good idea to check the motors anyways, I think, and make sure all is well down below, especially when you're on a long journey. It's a nice place to hang out. It's the middle of the week, so there's not too much boat traffic. We're anchored out of the channel there. No worries, man. We got no place to be and a whole day to get there. Well, we got some place to be, but we still got a day to get there. My buddy Mike sure is a good captain, because he keeps a very level head even when things go bad. It's a very important lesson, and again, it helps to know how to work on your own stuff. I was really feeling pretty confident about this trip because of that. He's also made long trips before, and has gone down the ICW and knew how to navigate bridges. We had a few of them coming up here in this waterway. I had never really gone under a bridge and had it open. Mike knew exactly what to do though. Roosevelt Bridge was the first one that had to open for us.
Channel 9.
Mm-hmm.
Bridges, Stuart. This is Good Times, Channel 9.
This is the Roosevelt Bridge.
Yes, ma'am. What's the opening schedule?
Put on demand, but you have to stay behind our fenders and I'll start the opening, okay?
Copy that. I was just seeing if I can get under, but don't look like it.
Okay, thanks. Roosevelt Bridge is preparing to open. Requesting vessels please remain outside the fenders until the bridge is fully raised.
And vamos!
Good Times, Bridge at Passkill. Thank you very much. Have a great day.
You're welcome.
That's pretty cool to have traffic waiting for us instead of us waiting for the bridge.
Caution. Roosevelt Bridge spans are now lowering.
This marked the beginning of the Okeechobee Waterway. We were now cutting right through the state, heading west. And we experienced our second setback. Is it leaking, Kevin? Sounds like it.
It is.
Not bad?
In a place that probably real fixable. It's good even actually. It's that one. That one hadn't been leaking.
The exhaust tube is leaking?
Yeah. Can you give me that screwdriver? Probably fix it, buddy.
Okay.
Than what it was.
Good Times doesn't run for a while, so little things like this are going to happen. They're going to happen even when you run your boat all the time. Boats do not like neglect, though. It's alright. She's a strong boat. It's going to get us there. Well, not from here. From upstairs. What'd you say? Problem solved?
Problem solved. Alright.
Alright, let me go pull the anchor again. The lack of any real schedule or, time to be someplace helped alleviate a little bit of the stress of all these setbacks. One schedule we had to hold to, though, was where we would be at the end of the day. And Mike was using his navigation unit to try to figure out what marinas might be close to that place. We've been underway for a while. Mike's looking for the next marina where we're going to be staying tonight by going on this chart right here. These pieces of equipment are pretty amazing. You know, you can go there and find out where you can get fuel, where you can spend the night. Found it?
Yeah.
Indiantown Marina. That's where we're headed. So we got 16 more miles, give or take.
Now that's as the crow flies. 16, I think it was 20 miles. That says 5:47.
We're going to be there after 6 probably.
Yeah. I have to call them. I'll get my phone.
After figuring out where we were going to spend the night, I got to experience another thing for the first time. Going through a lock. This ought to be pretty cool.
Come over here and sort of hold it.
It says signal cord. See that?
Where's it at?
Right there on the ladder. It says pull signal cord for lockage.
Probably can pull it from there.
I heard the signal.
Yeah. Hey, do it again.
No.
Just that like.
I don't want to be that guy who's like beep, 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 beep. They'd be like, yeah, yeah.
More.
All right, there. You hear it?
You that guy.
No, man, that's you. I didn't ring twice, it was him.
I lost the last one of this.
Oh, look, they're opening up. I feel like we're hobbits and we just rang the door outside Mordor. Black gates are opening up. A bunch of orcs are going to come out.
Yeah.
It's like magic, man.
It's kind of cool being a motor. When the motor opens, they open it right for you. Come to the lock, they open it right for you.
I feel special.
Yeah.
As we approached the lock, the tender was there to help us through. And And while we had a chance to talk to him, we asked about any potential obstacles we might face between us and the next place we were going to spend the night.
Swing bridge in Indiantown, you'll have to call. They're on channel 9. Channel 9. Call them on the radio. Otherwise, they're not going to open for you.
Okay. All right. Yeah, we usually do that, but although I did. Hey, it's his fault. He wanted to pull the cord.
Twice. You had to pull it twice.
He told me to ring it a second time.
Hey, we said we didn't want to be that guy.
It's my first lock. I'll learn.
14 feet of water coming through.
Ay, ay, ay. 14 feet, folks.
I mean, there was a guy there, and his biggest thing was don't tie to the walls or don't, you know.
Yeah, it'll pull you under.
Yeah.
And they're making it so we can't leave.
Oh, yeah. You're going to hear the bass drum music in a minute. How you boys doing? That one with long hair, it got pretty nice.
Oh man, I want to go home. I told you he would be mad if we rang the bell twice. All right, door's closed. It's like a roller coaster.
Yeah.
Ooh, here it comes. Oh dear. Don't be scared. Dang, that's a lot of water. That's pretty cool.
You look a lot shorter now.
The intimidation factor goes down as you come up.
Hey, that bridge don't close any time, certain time, does it?
The swing bridge? No.
Awesome.
Channel 9.
Channel 9 is about 12 miles up.
All right. How long?
Marina's right after it on the right.
Awesome.
Okay.
Thank you, bud.
All right, guys.
Take care.
Have a great day.
With that behind us, we started the next leg of the journey, which was heading down this long pathway affectionately known as the ditch. Alright, well, we got about 10 miles to go, pin straight. And that's about due west. So that sun is gonna go right into our face. So the captain here is adjusting the bimini. We've done this before. I remember you put up a sheet once over the side to keep the sun off of us. Didn't look like much, but it worked great. The second we were in the shade, it was wonderful. So whatever he's doing right now, I approve. Oh yeah, oh look at that. Ooh yeah.
Is that far enough, you think, or maybe a little more?
Look at you. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, that's good for now.
Take some more out. Here we go.
This guy's good.
There we go. That's better. Yeah, that gives us a good hour to stay right. We'll bring it on down if we need to.
Yep. We'll be driving like this.
Yeah.
In the shade of our newly adjusted bimini, I got to see some other cool stuff here along the ditch.
The new thing is cow waking.
It's not cow tipping, it's cow waking. Hold on, cows. Betsy. Cows are like, that's not our first rodeo, man.
Yeah, for real.
This pathway really was a little bit boring. There wasn't too much to see. And between us and where we were going to spend the night, there was only one more obstacle.
Indiantown Fixed Bridge. Indiantown Fixed Bridge. This is the vessel. Good times on Channel 9. What did he say?
He said, blah, 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 blah.
Can you come back, sir? I had problems understanding you. Turn it up.
6 minutes on that opening hole.
5 or 6 minutes open.
Copy that. Thanks, sir.
We got a swing bridge, but they're gonna open it because we're special. He's probably gonna walk out, undo the little dealies. He was probably making some like Jiffy Pop popcorn or something. He's like, dang it. Give me 5 minutes. Look at it, they're swinging already, man.
Oh, wow.
Get on it, man.
That was much faster than he said.
Yeah, it was not 6 minutes. He's a liar. The swing bridge operator is cool, but he's a liar. That is pretty cool.
Thank you, sir.
He said good trip, good times. Thank you, sir. Pretty cool, man.
So, how far do you say it went there?
3 miles.
There it is right there.
Right there.
Oh, no.
Less
They
than
go
that.
3 miles faster.
Really?
Looks like a mile. We're almost at Indiantown right there.
We're almost there, folks. Alright, we made it to our home for the night, Indiantown Marina. We got told to pick a slip in case they're closed, which they probably are. One of the things we were really keeping an eye out for was not necessarily a slip or a seawall, but a place to plug in. Right up here, I spotted it. I also spotted a few people that were also cruisers that came out to help us. So right here is a friend I've never met yet. There he is. What's up? They happen to be staying here for the night on the boat that's in front of us. My name is Marty, this is Mike.
Marty, hey, how y'all doing?
Good, man, thank you. Thank you for your help. Just saying, that was a friend I never met before.
Wow.
Same as you.
Voila.
Yeah. Sweet. Home sweet home for the night.
Okay, I'll come around.
You're on.
Thanks, sir.
The closer you get to the water, the nicer people seem to be. In my experience, most of the folks that I've met while I've lived on and around the water have been very, very nice. These two people here were no exception. It was nice to meet other cruisers. It was also nice to plug in so we could get our air conditioning going. Let's get a little electricity.
AC going more important than anything. And sleep.
It gets warm here in Florida in the summer,
Yeah.
so that's pretty important stuff. Even if you have a generator, because those can be pretty noisy. Get back, it's mine.
Alright, I got my own. So she's rocking.
Oof. Oh, that's wonderful. Next, we walked around to check the place out and see what kind of amenities they had.
Yeah, we made it to Indiantown Marina. Nice little place so far.
Look at this. Don't stand under there. You get knocked in the head.
Oh yeah. Need a coconut, Marty. Come on, man.
$20. I'll shimmy up there and get you one. Ice
Go back.
machine?
Fill up on ice.
Yes, sir.
Easy. Fuel. Top
Yes.
off in the morning for the fuel.
Mm-hmm. Beautiful. This place had everything. It had a travel lift, a place where you could keep your boat and work on it. It seemed like it was in the middle of nowhere, but it certainly was a great place to spend the night for us. Oh yeah. Whew. Look at that.
Bathroom here. Hers in here.
Beautiful.
Down the lane.
That's a good thing. If you live on a boat, that is a wonderful thing. Lake Okeechobee, look at that. We planned on crossing Lake Okeechobee the following day. Alright guys, the day's over. It's hot. I'm eating hush puppies, and the captain here of Good Times is cooking up fresh king mackerel.
Mm-hmm. Get it done, boy. Oh yeah. Fresh fish. Hush puppies. A little bit of salad. Ooh, something. Fresh fish. Something right there, boy.
I will tell you guys one thing. The captain of Good Times sure knows how to deep fry some fish. We had an amazing meal that night. And with full bellies, tired bones, we laid down, we got some rest, because we knew tomorrow we had a whole new adventure waiting to greet us. I hope you guys will join me for the next leg of this journey.